Today we're going to see who would win between the 2024 Team USA basketball team and what would be the 2024 Team Roman Empire basketball team. The map I'll be using for the Roman Empire territory will be from 117 AD, which is when it was at its peak size at 2.3 million square miles, which would make it the 7th largest country today. And it's pretty obvious looking at the countries on this map that they will be very good at all sports, but especially basketball. They would now merge together the talents of entire powerhouse countries like Spain, France, Serbia, Italy, and many more. It is worth mentioning that no players from Germany will be representing the team, since the only players that would actually make the roster are from around Berlin or the northeastern part of the country, which the Roman Empire did not have control over. Still, this team ended up being a three-headed giant with a strong supporting cast. There were a ton of high overall big men to choose from, so instead some of them were replaced by lower overall guards to balance out the team. And keep in mind, both teams will be following the Olympic format of having 12 players on their roster. Leading Team Roman Empire from Serbia will be the three-time MVP Nikola Jokic. From Slovenia, they have the future finals MVP Luka Doncic. Thanks to his sneaky parents from Greece, they have the two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then they have a cluster of 3 centers in a row, which will be the last to make the team at this position, with France's Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert, along with Turkey's Alperen Sengun. Back to the smaller positions, they have a steal with England's OG Anunoby. Israel's Deni Avdija is another steal at 81 overall. They have another Serbian with Bogdan Bogdanovic. With their 10th player, they drop to the 70 overalls. But Italy's Simone Fontecchio is a nice pickup. Bojan Bogdanovic is here from Bosnia and Herzegovina. And because this team needed a backup point guard, I skipped a few higher rated overall players for Ricky Rubio of Spain, who is one of the most dominant players ever at the Olympic level. With the help of the CPU, I made these rotations myself. Of course, Luka, Giannis, and Jokic are starting and getting big minutes, but Bogdan and OG are going to earn the 2 and 3 positions, which level out this starting 5 with shooting and defense. Their 6th man is Wemby, and with those 3 big men above, I don't see these next 2 bigs finding a lot of minutes out there, so I cut their playing time pretty short. Avdija is going to get some solid playing time. Fontecchio and Bogdan will make public appearances, and I'm planning on Rubio making an impact with his 7 minutes. As you can see, I went ahead and made this team from scratch, which is available for download if anyone is interested. Their colors are red, gold, and black, which I took from their Imperial banner. They're also sponsored by Adidas to show some love to Southern Germany. I made a home version of this as well for the upload's sake, which is the same design but in white. I really love how the court turned out. It has a real EuroLeague look to it. The colors are mwah, and for my nerds out there, I've got some basic Latin on the side of the court. Now, as beautiful as that is, they still have to take on 2024 Team USA, which may be the best Olympic basketball team ever assembled. Again, with the help of the CPU, I made their rotations and I based them off what I think their Olympic lineup will look like. At point, they have 95 overall Curry. I think 95 overall Anthony Edwards will secure this spot by summertime. 96 overall LeBron will be starting, probably not playing as many minutes as this against the third world countries, but against the Roman Empire, he would be playing 28 minutes. I have AD starting at power forward, since size and defense is especially important at the international level. Of course, Joel Embiid from Cameroon will be starting for USA at center, and he'll be the highest rated player on the team. Off the bench, they have 96 overall KD and Tatum, followed by 95 Devin Booker, 92 Kawhi Leonard, 91 Tyrese Halliburton, 88 Bam Adebayo, and 87 Drew Holiday. I simulated a 5-game season with progression, chemistry, and injuries turned off. I made sure both teams made the finals, which will be a 1-game series. I also went ahead and gave the Roman Empire home court advantage because I didn't make this sexy ass court for nothing. Team USA wins the tip, and LeBron gets them started with back-to-back made threes. Lucas said if we're gonna reverse stereotypes out of the gate, that's fine. He finishes a dunk in traffic. The Roman Empire then gets that Balkan chemistry started with a pick and roll play scored by Jokic. The Romans may not have the athleticism that USA has, since they missed out on their 400 years of whipping and nay-naying, but they still ended up with some Nigerian DNA on their roster. Jokic is taking this game so seriously that he's dunking, and honestly, Jokic is playing like the blackest guy on this team. He's now swatting shots in the paint. Curry and Luka matched each other with back-to-back threes off their screens, but the American Embiid is in MVP form. He hits the jumper and falls face first on the floor to try to work the refs. Deni Avdija made his first appearance and immediately hit a 3. To be fair, LeBron left him wide open, but given Deni's country and LeBron's history of trying to sleep in the big house, that doesn't surprise me. LeBron and AD are starting to remember what it's like to be on a fully functioning team at this point. Jokic is still out here dunking. He's a little extra motivated today. Not on defense though. though. He's been getting ran through by a couple of big black men. And to end the first quarter, LeBron had Fontecchio guarding him, which resulted in him making a mid-ranger and taking a 2-point lead for Team USA. But in the second, Wemby came in and did some damage. I did consider making him a small forward for this game, but that felt like cheating. Booker really came off the bench just to still be outperforming Ant. He put up 5 points in a row. Rubio came in and made use of his minutes. He took back the lead for the Roman Empire with a 3. Wemby played some point guard and found a new high-flying Jokic for his 3rd dunk of the game. The Roman Empire is going to take the lead back again after Giannis made a ridiculous pass to Luka, who hit a very contested 3. But Luka followed that up by picking up a bad foul, which will be his 3rd with 4 minutes left in the half. To be honest though, I did forget to switch the foul limit to 5. The Romans don't have to worry though, because Wemby can play point guard and also play like a contagious cancer patient in the 2K park. USA thought they'd hurt his feelings by having him dunked on. Instead, Wemby blocked the pass into his own basket, but AD shook the rim, so it didn't count. The next 5 made shots in a row came from Embiid and Jokic playing one-on-one against each other. And for the final play of the half, Wemby had his shooting guard set a screen for him so he could hit a pull-up 3-pointer. The Romans are up 2 heading into halftime. Currently, Jokic leads the Roman Empire with 16. Luka and Wemby have 11. Gobert and Sengun haven't even come off the bench even though they're scheduled to play. The Cameroonian leads USA at the half with 17 points and 7 boards. USA came out hot after the break. LeBron found AD for the alley-oop over Giannis. Seems like Giannis might be getting a bit whitewashed already. He's not using his athleticism anymore, and he's coming off screens for 3-pointers. Ant and Embiid keep it a 1-point game off the pick-and-roll score, but Jokic found his countryman open for a 3 on the following possession to make it a 4-point game. Just when it looks like the Roman Empire is about to get a stop and increase their lead, LeBron hits a Lee fuck you 3 over OG, but Bogdan responds with another 3 of his own. We could have a 3-point contest starting, but no, LeBron throws a ridiculous lob to AD and somehow he catches it and dunks it. Giannis really just jumped across the paint and got his mouth above the rim for nothing. After that ordeal, Luka had to calm down this game with some white excellence and fundamentals in the paint, but the Roman Empire defense keeps screwing up. Booker was wide open in the corner for the 3, which gives USA the lead once again. Luka has a hot AD guarding him, so he thinks it's a good idea to shoot a jumper in front of him, but Luka bounced back by hitting a 3 in his son's face. Jokic hit a close shot, and the Roman Empire might actually be pulling away. Devin Booker kept them in it with a contested mid-ranger, but Jokic is still acting different. He catches and dunks an alley-oop on top of Embiid. Even though that put the Roman Empire back up a game high of 6 points, Devin Booker did not feel like missing for a while, and he kept it to a 2-point game early in the 4th quarter. Embiid finally took a break and KD was guarding Jokic, so I thought this man was about to go off, but no, it's Ricky Rubio who hits a 4-point play. He followed that up by hitting a layup inside to give the Roman Empire a game high lead of 8 with 6.5 minutes to go. But the USA starting guards finally showed up. Ant put up some of his first points of the game with a jumper, and Curry followed that up with a deep 3 to make it just a 3-point game. The Roman Empire does go back up 7, but LeBron gives them some momentum with this dunk. Ant then hits a 3 right in the face of his new father, and USA is only down 2 with 4 minutes to go. And with a chance to tie, Ant forces Luka to take the ball from him. He goes the other way, scores, and USA's momentum is gone. Bogdan then hits a 3 and the Roman Empire is back up 7 with less than 3 minutes to go. Later in the game, USA is still down 6 points with 2 minutes to go, but LeBron isn't in the mood to miss. He drives towards a double team, forces a shot, and still makes it. The Roman Empire gives Jokic the ball and a chance to cook Embiid once again to make this a 6-point game, but AD comes out of nowhere, steals the ball, and dunks it on the other end to make it a 2-point game. That's okay though, mistakes happen. The Roman Empire still has a chance to put this game away, and AD does the exact same thing. He gives it to LeBron, and LeBron just tomahawked on the Roman Empire. The Romans still haven't learned. They go back to Jokic for a 3rd time in a row, and he does it again. He loses and picks up his dribble. He takes about 5 steps, but the refs don't call it. He makes it, and they're back up 2. Curry could go for the win, but no. LeBron is hot. He physically moves OG out of his way and hits the jumper. What are these refs even here for? The Roman Empire still has another chance to end this game in regulation. Luka comes off the screen fairly open, but he'd rather watch Jokic get beaten up inside. He misses, and this game is going to overtime. In OT, somehow Jokic wins the tip and Luka gets him excited once again. He sets him up for a pull-up jumper in front of the rim. I'm surprised he didn't windmill that. USA comes back and gets an and one dunk inside, although there was very marginal contact on that. Luka hasn't shot the ball since halftime, but USA sends a double at him. He kicks it to Jokic, and this big boy is heating up. But USA is keeping up. They respond with an alley-oop to AD. USA then gets the stop, which makes the entire team hot, just for LeBron to turn it over to OG, who hits a three-pointer to put the Roman Empire up 4. This might be the most even game I have ever seen. USA doesn't skip a beat. LeBron hits the pull-up jumper. Curry finds Joel for the and one, and just like that, USA is back up 1. At this point, everyone on the court is hot. No Diddy, anything can happen. Jokic dunking on Joel's head should surprise me, but that's becoming the norm. USA ended up taking back the lead on free throws after LeBron drew a shooting foul, but the Roman Empire drew up the most complex play I have ever seen on a basketball court. Bogdan touched Curry, and Luka hit the 3 to put them up 2. First of all, he came to set the screen from the bottom, then he just barely touched him with his wrist. Curry yells rape, forgets to play defense, and Bogdan ends up contesting the shot better than Curry. Still, they left the door open. USA is no longer hot, but the Laker duo runs the pick and roll. LeBron is about to go for the game winner, but AD is wide open inside for the tying dunk. Luka then goes in and out on the game winner, and the game is going to double overtime. LeBron gets fouled on the first play in OT, and now OG has 5 fouls. Luka has a wide open curling Giannis down low. Giannis finishes, but not before knocking the wind out of AD and possibly taking him out of the game. For the next few minutes, this game turns into a 1v1 between Curry and Luka. Neither man can miss, and with under 2 minutes to go, the Romans are up 1. But then LeBron got a chance to do something, and he just ran through OG and Giannis, and somehow he ended up wide open for a dunk. With under a minute to go, the Romans were trailing, and it looked like it was going to be another Jokic circus, but he gives the ball to someone else besides AD in the clutch. They find Giannis with a mismatch, and he puts the Romans back on top. With 30 seconds to go, LeBron and AD are still abusing the pick and roll, and they take the lead with another alley-oop. The Romans could pretty much hold it for the last shot, but instead Luka puts up the most unethical shot I've ever seen from deep mid-range. He made it, and he was fouled. Not sure where that foul was, though. That's a tough call. Luka hits the free throw. The Romans are up 2. And with one last shot, Curry has the ball, and that means they're going for the win. Embiid sets the screen. Jokic doesn't feel like helping. Curry is wide open, but it is off. They can't foul in time, and finally, the Roman Empire won this game 131 to 129. Jokic won the finals MVP, even though he's the reason this game had to go to overtime, and he gave Curry a clean look at the end. He and Luka both had 35 points. Bogdan was an unsung hero in this one. He somehow put up 15. Giannis really didn't do too much. Ricky Rubio held his own with 9 points in 14 minutes. And I really could have just put Koulibaly and Jovic on this roster anyway, because Rudy Gobert and Sengun did not even touch the court. For Team USA, they were led by LeBron with 36 on 13 for 17 shooting. Embiid had a solid 24 and 15. AD had a full stat sheet, and Booker had 19 off the bench. Let me know if you think 2K got this right. And the real question might be, is the 1920-22 British Empire team beating the Roman Empire team? But that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.